in the pocket. He's going to roll out right. He's going to motion. He's going to go to the end zone. It's going to be caught. They're going to say touchdown. Oh my goodness, Connor Lane.
Two undefeated teams clash in this highly anticipated Week 6 matchup. Darien Blue Wave. Hey. Two undefeated teams clash in this highly anticipated Week 6 matchup where the Darien Blue Wave will take on the Greenwich Cardinals, and both of these teams will fight to keep their undefeated season alive during this Saturday afternoon matchup at Cardinal Stadium on the campus of Greenwich High School. And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Liam Tomaszewski joined alongside Tyler Fahey. And Tyler, we have a really great matchup on our hands. Two undefeated teams in the FCIAC conference. Greenwich Cardinals defending state champion. So overall, what do you think we're going to see here today?
I think this is definitely going to be a great game. First off, it's raining. I think it will stay that way throughout the entire time. I think we're going to see a good amount of drops. I think we will also be able to see a lot of running this game.
Additionally, I mean, these two teams are high dominant teams in the FCIAC conference. So overall, it's going to be a really great game. And of course, looking at our other games around the FCIAC, we have a great slew of Saturday and Friday games with us. So saw last week the New Canaan Rams took on the St. Joseph Hogs, and New Canaan beat them first time since 2014. So definitely a lot of great FCIAC matchups on the schedule. So overall, just seeing all these games, and then you see this game, it's Darien and Greenwich. So just overall seeing all the FCIAC games, what do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I think this is going to be a very exciting game. I mean, throughout the week, we've been able to see a lot of high competition teams that we're going to be able to see in FCIAC as well. So being able to see this, I think it's going to be exciting. Absolutely.
And moving on to the game, one player Darian will be counting on is junior tight end Kevin Roche. Tyler, what do you like about Kevin's game?
I really like his game. I mean, he really studies Darian. This season, he's been getting a lot of reps, and I think that will stay the same throughout the game.
Kevin Roche, 14 receptions, 143 yards on the season. He has been relatively quiet throughout the year, hasn't seen too much attempts by the quarterbacks. And he doesn't have a touchdown on the season, but overall I think this game is when they're going to need him the most. They're going to need him to get past those high-level defenders of the Greenwich Cardinals. So he's going to be one of the main offensive threats that the Cardinals are going to have to worry about. And then moving on to the Greenwich side, one of their players to watch for this game is senior captain George Van Valakis, and he's just been a stud this season. A lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. What do you like about him?
He's a great big power back. I think he's going to be able to get a lot of reps today. I think he's going to be able to do that in a big game.
Van Valakis, 246 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns on the season. He was benched in that game against Maloney. Got a little bit roughed up, and then last week wasn't there for most of the game, but we're getting ready here at Cardinal Stadium. Van Valakis, one of the veteran players on this team, lots of yardage, and he just explodes against any team that he plays against. So the Darien defensive line is going to have their work cut out for Van Valakis. You just see there his highlights there. So many great rushes. He knows how to evade defenders. He's just one of those big-time players that we're going to see for this game. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem here at Greenwich High School. Of course, they had their Hall of Fame induction. Notable members getting in the Greenwich Hall of Fame. But before we take a look at that, Tyler, what are the keys to the game for both of these squads?
I think that the keys to this game, well, definitely for Greenwich be keeping a fast-paced offense and limiting Darian's opportunities on the offensive side and applying pressure to that O-line. I think that's going to be really important as well. For Darian, I think it's going to be having strong defense, making the big plays, and capitalizing in the red zone.
Yeah, so those are the keys to the game here. Of course, both these teams are going to need to play the best football that they've played this entire season, especially Darien playing against the Greenwich Cardinals, the best team in the FCIAC and the top-ranked team in the state in the Class AA rankings. And we are just about to get ready for kickoff here on this one. Darien's Anson Sikora will lead the charge for kickoff. Of course, this is the homecoming game for the Greenwich High School. It's just going to be a really great matchup on their hands. Darien sporting their away white jerseys, Greenwich in their home red. And here we go, the rain not stopping this matchup. Sikora's kick is up. Greenwich receiving that one short of about the 10-yard line. Greenwich is going right off the bat. Huge play there. Helmet of Sikora is off. These players are already showing some physicality to start. Multiple flags are thrown. What a way to start off. These teams have bad blood already.
A really great return, getting all the way to their own 49.
So Brandon August for the Cardinals had a nice return, but saw right there some physicality by Darien. Sikora's helmet flipped off, and we just saw some really great football. Only one play to start, and both these teams are already out for each other. So Greenwich going to get optimal field possession. Referees are going to call the flag. So there's a penalty going to go against the Greenwich Cardinals. Seems like that getting that Sikora hands was not good for them, as they'll get field position at about the 33-yard line. Going to start off here, Greenwich with their first drive. Rocco Grillo, their quarterback. And here we go, Grillo. He's going to find a man already off the bat, going for the races. He's going to get a first down and more. Gavin Ganarelli. So Ganarelli will get the first down for, you see there, Rocco Grillo. Cardinals quarterback, 7 passing touchdowns, 611 passing yards. He's just been a stud for this Cardinals team this season. So Grillo getting ready. Multiple receivers out. Using a left throw. He finds an open man. Getting to about the 50-yard line. Nice play there from Grillo. And getting his man, Brendan August, who we saw on that kick return. So Ryan Girolamo will get the stop, and we know this Darien defense has been dominant all season, but right off the bat, they just gave up some big offensive yards.
I don't think this is something to worry about. I think that this is going to be able to change throughout the game, though.
So Grillo again, Darian looking like they're going to go with the blitz. Grillo again out. He finds his man. That's going to go incomplete. Sure, the first down marker trying to find that target of August again.
Greenwich is really liking that outside route towards the sideline.
Yeah, Grillo, we've seen a lot of short plays. Wonder if Darian's going to have to change up their defensive playbook to try to stop this Greenwich team. And a 3rd down and 6 for the Cardinals coming up. 3rd and 6. McBrady in motion. He's going to go out and find Noah Park. Park evading Darien defense. He's going to keep going. Going to run out of bounds. Excuse me, that was our player to watch there, George Von Velakis. He'll be checked into this game, and Cardinals will get a big 1st down. So Cardinals will get optimal field position already at the Darien's 35-yard line. Grillo's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. The snap, he's going to hand it off. He'll get about 5 handing it off to running back Ian Kim.
Inside handoff to Ian Kim. Picks up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals.
So 2nd down and 6 for Greenwich. They just keep on rolling here in their homecoming game. Faithfuls coming out on both squads. Grillo finding a nice pass. He's got an open man over by the 20-yard line. Nice play there. Good tackle there by Darian. That was Ryan McBriarty, the senior. Picking up another Greenwich 1st down. We've seen this Greenwich team rolling. How do you think Darian's going to have to respond to this?
I think they're going to have to be able to keep their defensive backs a little bit lower on the line. As we've seen, they've been really liking to be passing those short outside routes. So I think that's going to be something that the Darien defense has to change.
So here we go, Grillo. He's going to hand it off to Kim. Kim will get about a short gain, about 4 or 5 yards on that one. So he'll get about 5 yards on that rush. We've seen the differential between Kim and Von Velakis as we'll see a 2nd down and 5. So Rocco Grillo and Von Velakis in the backfield. Greenwich has got their receivers on the left and right, inching in that red zone. Grillo. He's been under pressure, close to the sideline, getting that 1 foot in. Nice catch there from Greenwich. Again, Ryan McBriarty on that one, and this Greenwich team has not shown any signs of slowing down. So Greenwich 1st down in the red zone. Darien needing a big adjustment on this defense. Grillo. He's going to hand it off to Von Velakis, being choked up there by Ben Curtis. Nice duo play on the Darien defensive line. Making a nice big stop in the red zone.
George Von Velakis brings it ahead for a few. Stopped by Curtis.
A gain of 1, but the Darien defense will be happy with that stop.
So the ball will be on Darien's 6-yard line. This Greenwich team ready to pounce. Here we go, Grillo. Von Velakis in motion. Grillo, he's going to look out. Referee's going to blow the whistle. Flag on that one. That one's going to go against the Cardinals. False start, 5 yards. So Greenwich on that penalty. Having to readjust on that one, getting a little too bouncy and excited. So 2nd and goal for the Cards. 2nd down and 3 left to go. Excuse me, 2nd down and 10. Grillo, he's going to look to his left, finding McBriarty. He will get down at about the 5-yard line. Nice pickup there by Greenwich. This Greenwich team just eating at that clock. Darian's going to have to watch that clock. They're going to get another kickoff, so both these teams are going to need to capitalize on all of their offensive possessions.
As we said earlier, converting in the red zone is going to be a big deal, so it's going to be a big drive.
Yeah, the red zone part of this game for both of these squads. Grillo, he's going to run out to his left. Throw out of sight, looking for a man on that one. That one's going to fall incomplete. Nice coverage there from Ryan Gerlamo. Ryan Felt and Ryan Gerlamo on the coverage for Darien. And a huge spot here. 4th and goal. We'll see what Greenwich's play calling will be on this one. We know they've been aggressive all year. But again, they have that strong kicker. Of course, they had that winning kick in that game against the Maloney Spartans. But it looks like Greenwich is going to go for it. Here we go. Grillo getting out. Big play here. He's going to toss it out close to the goal line. McBriarty is short at the 2-yard line. Darian will pick up possession in a huge stop.
What a great play by the defensive back there.
Excellent play there by the Darien defense. We've seen it all year, and right there just defines this Darien defense's season. So Darien getting that field possession for the Blue Wave, and looks like quarterback Ben Rolap will get out there for Darien. Hasn't seen playing time since Fairfield Prep. He sat out in that game against Norwalk, most likely with an injury, so Rolap going to get out there. Definitely no comparison with the rushing stats between him and Declan Cunningham, but still an overall great quarterback for Darien, as we're going to get the first play from scrimmage for the Blue Wave. Rolap's going to hand it off to Shelton. That's going to be really close to that goal line. Nice coverage there by Darien. The referees are going to mark that ball at the half-yard line.
This is a dangerous spot here for Darien. They need to run it a little bit, maybe up the middle, try to get some more yardage.
So Cunningham and Rolap were out on that last play. This play going to be a little rush there from Darien. We'll get about a couple. So an incomplete pass there from Rolap. So Noah Park on the defense for the Cardinals. Rolap. He's looking deep, looking for a receiver downfield. He's trying to find Roche. That one's going to fall complete. Nice catch there from Kevin Roche, hauling that one in to about the 30-yard line. And Darien will move the chains on a huge first down.
What an unbelievable catch by the player to watch.
Yeah, Roche has seen action all year. And now when referees are going to talk about that one, definitely have seen a lot of action. So Rolap was trying to find Connor Lane on that one. Another big play call for the Blue Wave. We've seen them in this spot all year. What do you think they're going to have to do in this play?
I think they're going to try the same thing. Maybe a little pass over the middle again, just try to get some more yardage. I think they're feeling good on this drive, though. Getting it back from the 1, I feel like they're feeling good.
So Rolap fakes the throw. He's going to hand it off, only get about 1 yard. Another slow play from Darien. And bringing up again, another 3rd down and long.
The inside handoff gains about a yard for the Blue Wave. Yasir McGee on the stop for the Cardinals.
Another big stop there from the Cardinals D.
3rd down and 9.
And 3rd down and 9 for Darian. Roll app, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's got Tom in the backfield, has time. Looking for Bonner. That one's going to fall incomplete. Great coverage there from Greenwich. That was number 17, Noah Steele, making that incomplete. And looked like the Darien punt team will come out to punt the football. And already throughout this first quarter, we've seen both these teams. I mean, this game's going to be a dogfight.
I completely agree. The defense is going to be a big part of this game going forward as well.
And August is back to return.
So Anson Sikora coming out to punt the ball for the Blue Wave. Sikora, his punt is up, little short. That ball going to roll out to about Greenwich's 38-yard line, and we're going to see another drive here from Rocco Grillo and the Greenwich Cardinals offense.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
So ball will be on that 38-yard line. So Greenwich with an opportunity here on downs. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Grillo, he's going to hand it off, a little fake play. Going to hand it off to Von Velakis, and he's going down. He'll get about a gain of 3.
George Von Velakis takes a pitch to the right. Picks up about 4. Calabro and Sapiola on the stop.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. Darian getting their players ready. They're going to blitz all the way. Ball loose on Grillo. He's throwing that one. That would have been a fumble. Nice recovery there from Grillo, but Greenwich going to lose a couple yards on that one.
As we're seeing, the weather is playing a big part in this game. A couple of drops, and now the quarterback tries to throw, but just loses his grip on the ball.
Yeah, losing that grip. Of course, it pouring rain here in Greenwich, Connecticut. Something that a trend that we've seen throughout this entire fall season. A lot of rain on the weekends, so nothing new. Grillo getting ready. He'll be under pressure again. Lob throw up. Trying to evade the defense. Flag will be thrown. Looks like it'll be a late pass interference by the Blue Wave.
There is a flag on the play.
So flag will be on the play. So Tyler, seeing that pass interference, these guys getting a little jumpy. Definitely just have to calm down and play their football.
Definitely. I think the defense was just trying to get in the way, but really just did not know where the ball was in the air.
So 1st down and 10 for the Cards. Grillo's going to hand it off to Kim. Nice gain of about 5 on that one.
Ian Kim brings it upfield for a gain of 5. Charlie Tom on the stop.
No, Charlie Tom, again, two-way player for Darien. He will get the big tackle on that one, as we're going to see another big play from the Cardinals. Rocco Grillo, he's snapping. Finds McBriarty. He's getting a nice gain. He'll 1st down and more. So Darien's making these stops, but Greenwich just keeps prevailing in this first quarter of play.
Here's another short pass by Greenwich that just keeps getting more and more yardage each time.
1st down Cardinals on the Blue Wave 32 yard line.
Oh, Grillo again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to his right. Darien defensive motion, going to hand it off to Kim, trying to find a lane. He'll be stopped up. Get about a nice gain of 2. This Darien defensive line has definitely been the stars for Darien. I mean, when you have that great defensive line, you know you can make the stops on that rush.
Looks like a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Cardinals.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 8 for the Cardinals. I apologize for any technical difficulties with our ISO camera. No, Greenwich. Grillo, short pass out. Nice tackle there by Darian, making that big stop. That was number 54, Johnny Fay, the junior linebacker. But overall, this Greenwich team, they know how to play on that offense, but this Darien defense making all the stops that matter. So 3rd down and 12 for Greenwich. Grillo. His pass going over the hands. That's slipping out of the hands of McBriarty. Would have had the open lane on that 3rd down. And it's going to bring down to 4th down and long. Grillo staying out on the field. It looks like Greenwich might be going for it on 4th and long right here.
That's what it looks like. These drops have been hurting both teams so far. I don't expect that to change.
Of course, the ball going to definitely be slippery, but Rocco Grillo is staying out there, as well as the Greenwich offense. Interesting play call here by the offensive coordinator. In these types of games, it's do or die. Grillo alone in the backfield. Kim in motion. Grillo, big pass out, wide open, and that one's going to drop. Out of the hands of Brody Craven. He had wide open, almost a touchdown on that one. He had the wide open on the right side of that goal line. That one's going to slip out. And a huge conversion on downs for Darien.
That's a really unfortunate play for Greenwich. It looks like he had hauled that one in, but the hit late just caused him to lose that ball.
Yeah, so defense was not there. He had it was good coverage by Darien, but they got lucky on that one. That ball slipped right out of his hands. He would have had the touchdown for Greenwich on that one, as Ben Rolap going to get back out there for the Blue Wave. 2 men in the backfield. Rolap. Short pass out. He's got Tom for the 1st down. He keeps going. He'll get down to about the Greenwich's 40-yard line. Huge gain there from the Blue Wave. Charlie Tom had 2 touchdowns in that game against Norwalk, and he hasn't slowed down after the bye week. So 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Nice play there by Darien. Ryan Gerlamo. Excuse me, that one was Kevin Roche. Completion there to Roche. Another 1st down for the Blue Wave. Maybe trying to get on the scoreboard before this 1st quarter ends. Rolap. Handing it off to Shelton. Shelton swallowed up by that Greenwich defensive line. He'll get about a gain of 3. Rolap going to go talk to his coach on the Darien line. Trying to figure out the play call here with just over a minute left to go in quarter 1. Oh, Rolap, receivers out. Handed it off to Shelton. That ball's loose. Shelton fumbles the football. See what the referees call it. Not sure if he was already down on that play. Looks like that one going to stay in favor of Darien. Referee's talking about Shelton was probably already down on that play.
Greenwich fans not happy with that call from the referees.
So both teams just talking about it. Referees conversing.
There was a Darien fumble on the play that was recovered by Harry Rooney.
So Harry Rooney recovering that ball for Darien, a huge play. As they will keep that ball in Greenwich's territory. So 3rd down and 7 for Darien. Roll-lap. All receivers out to his sides, alone in the backfield. Darien might be going for the end zone on this play. Roll-lap's got the ball, short pass out to Bonner. That goes off of his hands, late hit off of Bonner. And there's the flag thrown. No, we saw Will Bonner get late hit after the drop. Referee's gonna throw the flag on that one. An obvious late hit against the Cardinals. We've seen a good amount of penalties from both of these teams. Both of them just need to limit them if they want to keep their field position.
In a big game like this, that's going to be very important. I think that the emotions may be getting the better of both teams, but whoever wants to win, that will need to change.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Blue Waves, surviving that play. And again, the Darien in the best field position. We've seen them all day. So again, roll-lap. Short toss out to Girolamo. Girolamo will get about a gain of 5. So Darien offense is still rolling. They'll get a gain of a 6 there. Darien within 10 yards of that goal line. So here we go. There's going to be a late timeout there. Called by Greenwich. Head coach Anthony Morello will call that timeout. Definitely needing to talk things over. And this timeout, what do you think they're talking about?
I think they know that things need to change. Darien has pretty much just walked down this field. I think that by the goal line, I think they may be loading a couple more people up into the box, trying to make sure that Darien does not have any more big run plays.
You know, Darian, we've seen them on the run and pass all day. This is the biggest opportunity that they've had all game, and head coach for Greenwich, Anthony Morello, knows that they need to make the stop if they want to keep Darien off the scoreboard. So again, both of these teams just talking about the first timeout called in this game. Darien head coach Andy Grant's telling his boys that you got to capitalize on these opportunities. This is when you need to strike early on in this game. So again, both of these teams talking about Darien, of course, on the offense. What play do you think they're going to do next?
I think they try for one more run play, and then I think after that, depending on how it goes, they may try for a pass into the end zone.
So Darien getting ready, lined up. 12 seconds left to go in quarter 1. Darien again march down this field. Ben Roll-lap in the backfield with Girolamo. Roll-lap going to fake the handoff to Girolamo. Short lob pass out. Trying to find Charlie Tom. Definitely a good amount of guys over there, but great coverage by the Cardinals. So roll-lap incomplete on that play action pass. So 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Wave. Another big spot for this Darien team. Again, roll-lap and Girolamo in the backfield. And receivers out to his right. Big man Kevin Roche out there. Roll lap. He's going to take it himself, getting a nice little bit of yardage. He's going to fall onto the ground. So he'll bring it in for about a gain of 4. Close in that goal line, but that's going to bring up the end of quarter 1 of play. 0-0 your score. Tyler, what did you see overall from both of these squads?
I thought they both looked good. They both had one great drive down the field where the offense was just rolling, but from what I can tell, the defense will remain being a big part of this game. They both had big stops right near the goal line, and going into fourth down here, we're just going to need to see if Greenwich is able to get that ball back without, taking that touchdown.
So 0-0 your score. We'll be right back in the DAF Media Network after a quick break for the beginning of the second half of football here from Cardinal Stadium.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And we are back here live on the DAF Media Network. 0-0 your score going into the second quarter. Saw a lot of great plays from Darian and Greenwich. And the red zone opportunity here, 4th down and 3 for the Blue Wave. Roll lap, fake play there to Gerlamo. That one gonna go in. Will Bonner on the fake rush to Gerlamo. And Darien will go up early in the second quarter. Will Bonner, even I got a little mixed up on that play. I thought he was tossing out to Gerlamo on his right. But Bonner there to bring in the touchdown for Darien early on. And what a play there from Darian. Going deep in that playbook. Sikora going to kick the PAT. 100% PAT attempt for Sikora this year. And that one is up. Darian taking that early 7-0 lead. And Tyler, your thoughts on that play by Darian?
That was a great play. I think that one had everybody mixed up, including everybody on the defensive side there. A great play call.
What an amazing play by Darian in that red zone. They go up early. And I watched that interview. Connecticut Insider did a great job interviewing head coach Andy Grant before this highly anticipated matchup. And he said, even though this game's going to be challenging, they're going to have to come out with fire after the bye week. And right there, that play just defined everything that he said. No, Darian striking first in this game. Will Bonner have seen touchdowns on the year from him. He's had some nice plays, but that play definitely the play of the season for him. So Sikora will kick it after the Darien TD. Sikora's kick, short little bobble. Big truck there from Darien. Multiple flags are thrown. Looks like they tried to get him going. Of course, with that wet ball, maybe they would bobble it and get good field position. But flags are obviously going to be thrown in that one. Not sure if late hit or face mask off of Darien, but
it wasn't a bad try, but this is really just going to be setting up Greenwich for this great field position on the drive.
So that one looks like it's going to be some sort of unnecessary roughness against Darien. Of course, a lot of late hits on that one. So Greenwich going to get optimal field position after the Darien touchdown. So Rocco Grillo for the Cardinals. Using low throw there. That one complete. Nice play there. Grillo finding Brandon August. And another completion there for Rocco Grillo. He's just climbing on that statistics chart. So Rubenstein will get credit for that tackle.
They've had a lot of great short passing plays towards the outside of the field this game.
So Grillo again. Hands it off to Von Velakis. He's got some nice open room evading that Darien defense. And he will bring in another first down for Greenwich. So that one going to be a Cardinal first down. Of course, on the Greenwich jerseys today, they are wearing big red. Definitely part of their Hall of Fame induction earlier today. Grillo, short pass out, nice coverage by Darian. That one's going to be hauled in by the Cardinals. That was number 19, Gavin Ganarelli, has had a great year. A lot of great stats. I get hauling in a lot of receptions for Ganarelli. So second down and 6 for the Cardinals. No Grillo, 3 receivers out to his left. August was in motion, finding Von Velakis. First down, Greenwich. And he'll run out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. George Von Velakis, of course, our player to watch today. He's had a great day. A lot of passing and rushing. Haven't seen him much on the rushing game. Of course, we heard that he sat out in the last game due to an injury, but he's back for this homecoming game. So Greenwich again. Rocco Grillo and George Von Velakis in the backfield. In motion is Gavin Ganarelli. Flags will be thrown. That one going to go against the Cardinals. False start. And we've seen penalties all day from both of these teams, but Greenwich being in the red zone, they're going to have to stop doing that.
Absolutely. You can't really be calling it nerves at this point. We're down in the second quarter here. They need to change things around.
And nevertheless, Greenwich will have the ball at about the 12-yard line. Darien defense in the backfield. In motion. Ball's loose. Rocco Grillo picking it up. He's got a nice open lane near there. Going to be pushed out of bounds by Darien. That was number 26 for the Blue Wave. Ryan O'Malley, the sophomore. Grillo again, loose ball. Picked it up nicely and got a nice gain. So Greenwich bringing in the 1st and goal at about the 1-yard line.
That was really impressive. It looked like he was going to be down in the backfield there, but ran it all the way down to the 2, it looked like.
So Greenwich looking like they're going to go with the QB sneak. Grillo. Big pounding on the huddle. Referees looking for the spot. He's going to be short of that touchdown line. The ball again at that half-yard line. Saw an interesting play there from Greenwich. The quarterback sneak, trying to get underneath that defense. But again, Darian coming out on top when it comes to making the stops. So 3rd down and goal for the Cardinals, needing to talk this over. Lining up. A lot of heavy hitters. Probably see another sneak here in motion. Grillo. He's going to waltz that one in, and that one, Greenwich going on the scoreboard. Rocco Grillo going to take it himself for the quarterback rush. And Greenwich going on the board, 7-6, Darien. So Rocco Grillo with the touchdown for Greenwich.
Julian Ravina is on to attempt the extra point.
And that Greenwich kick is up.
And the kick is good.
And we are tied at 7-7. Great drive there from the Cardinals. What did you see out of that one?
I saw a lot of great short passing plays. They've been doing it great all game, and I think they'll continue to do it. It's been rolling. Darien has not adjusted to it. They've been playing great.
Oh, really great the play there by the Cardinals. This game tied at 7. Definitely not going to be an easy test. Of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. So glad you could be here to watch this rainy Saturday game between two of the top teams in the FCIAC and in the state as a whole. We saw the polls. Greenwich, the #1 team in the state. Darien moving up in the ranks. They're number 9 in the poll, so making that top 10 for the first time this season. So after that play, Darian Nina taught things over, made some great stops on defense. But overall, Tyler, we've seen here all these, or excuse me, both these teams need to capitalize on offense when they have it.
Harry Rooney and John Rooney are
Absolutely. About to have the kickoff here.
See Rocco Grillo's stats on there. His rushing stats after that one touchdown. Pulling in a lot of carries for him. As that kick is up for the Cardinals. Returned by Darian Rooney. He's going to take it as a nice little hole. Need to hold on to that football. He'll be marked down at about the 25-yard line. Harry Rooney, definitely a player that Darien has been utilizing this season. Didn't see much time last year, but saw a great game against Norwalk. So again, Darien coming out. Ben Rolap at quarterback. Kevin Roche out to his right, big-time tight end. 2 receivers to his left. Rolap trying to evade the defense, looking deep for Lane, just out of the hands. Lane, if he had put that extend on, probably maybe could have had an attempt at putting that one in. But nevertheless, 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Wave.
That was a good try from Darien. I like the look there.
We've seen some great plays by Connor Lane this year. Of course, had that magnificent touchdown against the Brian McMahon Senators and has had a couple good games after that. But Darien definitely needing him on that wide receiver front. Faking the throw, handing off to Clifton Shelton. He'll get a nice gain of about 4. And that will bring down a 3rd down and 6 for Darien. Or 3rd down and 5. So a big opportunity for Darien. We've seen them on 3rd down so far, 100%. And here we go. 3rd and 5 for the Wave. Rolap getting set, going to see some pressure from the Cards. Rolap looking out to his left. Lob up throw for Bonner, just out of the reach of Will Bonner. Incomplete there, and great coverage by the Cardinals. And now the Darien punt team getting ready to come out on that one. So again, Anson Sikora coming out for the Blue Wave, a 3-and-out for Darien. So on defense, they're going to have to really show what they're made of.
Oh.
So not sure here. Sikora. That punt is up a little short. Darien player going to go down. No flag called. And Greenwich going to get optimal field position after the punt by Sikora. So Bennett Kramer on that tackle for the Blue Wave. Greenwich Cardinals talking this one over. Big implications on this drive to try to get that lead back. Rocco Grillo and Ian Kim in the backfield. Grillo looking for his man. That's going to be complete, and a textbook play there from the Cardinals. Brandon August wide open to bring that one in. And Greenwich, just like that, takes the lead 13-7.
What a great play. He just got off the line quick and just kept running straight down that sideline for the big touchdown.
What a great play there from Greenwich. Really showing their dominance already. And just like that, Darien is down in this game.
Julian Ravina will attempt the PAT.
So Greenwich getting ready to kick it. Julian Ravina, their main kicker this year. That one is good, and Greenwich taking that 14-7 lead with just under 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go before halftime. If you're Darien, this drive probably the biggest drive that you've seen all day trying to get back into the game.
Absolutely. Having 2 unanswered touchdowns from Greenwich, they're going to need something big here to be able to get that momentum swing back for them.
Of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation, live here from Cardinal Stadium. Liam Tomaszewski and Tyler Fahey here to bring you all the action in this highly anticipated matchup between 2 perennial rivalries. So Darien definitely seeing a little rattled after that last play. Greenwich did that play with such ease. They will take that back on the scoreboard. Greenwich getting ready for the kickoff.
Ravina will kick off for Greenwich. Harry Rooney and John Rooney will return for Darian.
So Julian Ravina on the kickoff for the Cardinals. They lead by 7. Ravina's kick is deep. Darien there to return it. Rooney's got a nice little lane. He's going to be tackled. Last play, that one going definitely in favor of the Blue Wave. You take another look at that one, definitely a hit to the head.
Flags out on the field, though.
There is a flag.
So both these teams are talking it over, so that one going to go against the Blue Wave. So Darien going to be marching back on that one.
Looks like a face mask against the Blue Wave.
So it's going to be a face mask penalty against Darien. That's going to move them back 15 yards from that spot. And again, something that we've seen throughout this game, Darien not starting off with great field position.
This does not seem to matter to them, though, as they continue to get down into their red zone.
So again, Ben Rolap and Ryan Gerlamo in the backfield. Huge drive here from the Wave. Rolap going to fake the throw. Gerlamo, nice little open lane. He's definitely going to be pulled down. And he'll get about a gain of 2. There, another look at it. Definitely out to the left. Had open space, but Greenwich there to swarm him and make that nice tackle.
Sebastian Hara in on the stop. Pickup of about 3. Second
So 2nd down and 9 for Darien. Another big play here for the Blue Wave. Roll-up. Going to hand it off to Tom, using all that strength. He's got a nice gain of about 5. Charlie Tom, we've seen him on the rush and the receiving end of the ball this year. Great junior utility player for Darien.
Absolutely. He's been big this game as well. Does seem like they will continue to use him.
A big play call here for Darien. Girolamo going to come into the game in the backfield. So roll-up and Girolamo in the backfield. 1 receiver to his right, 2 to his left. He's going to hand it off to Girolamo, trying to get the short gain, but Greenwich there to bring him down short of that 1st down marker. And once again, Darien going to go 3 and out. And the punt team coming on out for the Blue Wave. So Darien again on punt. Anson Sikora with it. Darian's going to line up out. Not sure if we'll see a fake here. And now Darien, head coach for Darien, Andy Grant, going to take that timeout. We saw some Darien players in motion on that last play. Not sure if we were going to see a fake in the play call, but Andy Grant going to rethink some things over. What do you think they're talking about in the timeout huddle?
Well, in the last punt, they did a similar thing where they had the guys in motion. I don't know if they're going to be wanting to take a little fake here or if they're just going to be going for it. But in all likelihood, they will just punt again.
Yeah, Darian just using that timeout, trying to talk things over again with their players. Of course, we know it's rainy out, so anything can happen on the play call. But, again, it's only 4th down and 2. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Darien decides to try to go for it. Nice little short pass out to one of their receivers. Or, again, run the ball with Girolamo or Shelton. But, again, then if you miss that 4th down opportunity, Greenwich is, again, close to that red zone and can go up on the board 21-7. So, definitely something Darien doesn't want to lose. They don't want to put points on the board for Greenwich. But, again, they have to strategize here with just above 5 minutes left to go before halftime. So, again, we'll see Anson score coming out. The Blue Wave going to punt the football. Sikora again on the punt. So bad snap there by Darian. Sikora just needs to hold it. He's going to try to punt it. And again, a great punt by Darian. That one's going past the 50-yard line. And they're going to mark it down at that 39-yard line. What a play there by Darian. Anson Sikora using that agility to his advantage.
Incredibly impressive there after getting that bad snap, the ball hitting the ground, and then still being able to punt. It was really, really impressive for them.
Yeah, so seeing that again, Sikora being evaded, he probably could have taken the easy way out and just go down on that last play, but saving Greenwich from getting another red zone opportunity. Well, Greenwich fans getting fired up in this one. They know they need another score. Try to bear down this Darien team. Rocco Grillo, plenty of receivers out. He's going to hand that off to Von Velakis. Von Velakis looking for room. He'll go down, get about a gain of 2. Darien playing that nice coverage against George Von Velakis. And Von Velakis looking for that room, but Darien there to make the nice play. No ball down at about the 42-yard line. Greenwich needing a big play. Big receivers out to Grillo's left. Grillo going to hand it off to Kim. Kim's got nice room. And he will get a first down, just trampling over that Darien defense.
What a rush there for a gain of about 10.
Yeah, great play there by Ian Kim. Of course, we've seen the duo of Kim and Von Velakis throughout this entire year, so having two great rushers in that back has been very beneficial to this Greenwich Cardinals team.
It's allowed them to really not give that Darien defensive line a break.
So again, Grillo. Handing it off again to Kim. Kim's got a nice lane on the left. And he will get another first down for Greenwich. See where they mark the ball. Very close to that first down marker. They might mark it a little short. And indeed they are. It's going to be second down and 1 for Greenwich. Gain of about 9 for Kim. I mean, Kim's just exploded throughout this entire game. We haven't seen Von Velakis a lot on the heavy rush, but Kim's been there to fill that hole. So second down and 1 for the Cardinals. Grillo looking out to his left, under pressure, low throw. That one will just hit the ground, looking for Gavin Gennarelli. And it'll be a third down and 1 for Greenwich. Gavin Gennarelli on that play. That one just going low, out of his reach. Oh, a big play here from Greenwich. Let's see what they do. Looks like they might rush the ball, have receivers. They're going to hand it off to Kim. Kim's got the first down. He'll be tackled down at about the 35-yard line. Inching closer and closer to that Darien goal line has been a trend from Greenwich this entire game. And Kim picking up another first down for the Cardinals.
Going up 2 scores for Greenwich here would be really big.
So this one going to be called timeout taken by Darien. Head coach Andy Grant needing to talk things over. Big timeout, trying to slow down this prevailing Greenwich team. Of course, timeout. 14-7 your score in favor of the Cardinals. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the DAF Media Network. And back here live on the DAF Media Network, 14-7 your score as Greenwich will have the ball at about the 36-yard line. Big play here from the Cardinals. First down and 10. Augusta in motion, bad snap. Grillo will retain that ball. But moving back 10 yards plus. See that bad snap just out of the reach of Grillo. Good job getting back that ball. So going back to Darien's 46-yard line. Going to be second down and long for Greenwich. Almost going to be a second down and 20 for Greenwich. So Greenwich needing to rethink their play call after that bad snap.
Again, the weather does look like it's playing its effect on the players here.
Now, I'm not sure what referees. Those look like they're trying to figure out the play clock. And here we go. 2 minutes exactly before halftime. Rocco Grillo looking out, trying to find his man. That one just falling out of the hands of Darian. That was number 26, Ryan O'Malley, the sophomore defensive back. And it'll be a 3rd down and ultra long for Greenwich. So 3rd and 20 for Greenwich. Just out of the hands of Ryan O'Malley. Would have been his first big play of the year for Darien, a standout sophomore. And now Greenwich will have to have another look at it on 3rd and long. Grillo looking out, going under pressure. He's going to take it himself. That's going to be caught there by Ian Kim. Looks like that'll stay inbounds. Huge gain there by the Cardinals, short of that 1st down marker. And a huge play there by Ian Kim. And they're going to call that a 1st down, completing on the 3rd and 20. And Greenwich will move the chains. So Rocco Grillo again. He's going to take a deep throw out. Nice coverage there by Darian. Just stalled, falling out of the hands of Ryan Girolamo. And he knows he had that one in the end zone, close to an interception. Intended receiver was Gavin Gennarelli. Girolamo will go down on that last almost attempted interception. I mean, it was an overall great play from both teams, great coverage. But nevertheless, we're just going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the DAF Media Network.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here live on the DAF Media Network. Just saw Ryan Girolamo get up after he fell down in the end zone. No apparent injuries. Well, it took a while to get up after that one. Nevertheless, 2nd down and 10 for Greenwich. Playing like a defending state championship team indeed, for as the Cardinals will make their move into the end zone once more. And here we go, Rocco Grillo. Ball marked at about the 26-yard line. Grillo handing it off to Kim. Kim looking unstoppable today. He's going to go down at about the 11. And another 1st down for Greenwich. Ian Kim looking like that all-state, all FCIAC, whatever you want to call it, He's been the man for Greenwich today.
That'll be first and goal.
This run game from Greenwich has just been looking unstoppable so far.
So first down and 10 for the Cardinals. Here we go, Rocco Grillo handing off to Kim, and he will go down. Not much of a gain on that one.
Handoff to Ian Kim is stopped for a loss.
So that one's going to be tackled for a loss there. Nice play there by the Darien defense.
Ryan Gately on the stop for the Wave.
And Ryan Gately will be credited with that stop for Darien. Again, another sophomore player seeing a lot of time this year. So second down and 12 for Greenwich. Low snap to Grillo, looking up. And that one's going to be hauled in for Greenwich.
Grillo completes to
Jake Stefanowicz for Greenwich. And another score on the board for the Cardinal squad. Jake Stefanowicz was right there hauling that in. A lot of pressure from Darian, but just an overall great drive by Greenwich.
As they've gone in the red zone, they've really just been able to complete whatever they've been wanting, and they've gotten these last 3 touchdowns unanswered, so they're just looking great so far.
Yeah, 3 unanswered touchdowns, low PAT there. That one's going to fall incomplete. So kick no good, score 20-7. But like you said, Greenwich 3 unanswered touchdown scores. That's something that Darian's going to have to climb back through going into this next drive. Well, not much time left before halftime, but again, this is an opportunity where Darien needs to make the plays that matter. Of course, Greenwich received that first half kick. Darien kicking it off, so they will get the ball back after halftime, but it'll be great if Darien could get a score here and then they get the ball back after halftime. Lots of umbrellas here at Cardinal Stadium. Newly renovated Cardinal Stadium opened at the end of 2021. Town of Greenwich decided to renovate the Cardinal Stadium back in 2018. And just a beautiful facility, one of the best facilities in the FCIAC indeed. Of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Liam Tomaszewski, Tyler Fahey, so glad you could be here and watch this highly anticipated varsity football match. As Greenwich's kick is good. A little bit short. Rooney going to haul that one in. Going way out to the left, evading a tackle. And he will run out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And Darien will get a look on offense. So a huge opportunity here for the Blue Wave to try to strike back, get some more points on the board, and try to evade that deficit that they are in currently.
With only 24 seconds left in the half, they're going to need to move this ball if they want points.
So for Darien, Ben Rolap at the quarterback position. 2 receivers to his left and right. Rolap. He's going to hand it off to Shelton. Darien in no rush to throw the ball downfield. And we'll see if Darien's just going to try to run out this clock, see if they'll do another play. So a short gain here. Darien in no rush. That clock going down. And they're going to let that tick down to halftime. Greenwich up 20-7. And Tyler, your thoughts on that first half of play?
First quarter, everything looked fairly even, but in the second quarter, Greenwich has just been on a roll, scoring 3 touchdowns in a row. And if Darien wants to get back into this game, they are going to need to change things around and get that momentum back on their side.
Yes, so 20-7 your score here from this rainy Saturday afternoon football. And we'll take a quick break on the DAF Media Network for the beginning of the third quarter after halftime.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation. The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And back here live on the DAF Media Network, 20-7 your score. Greenwich Cardinals lead Darien by 13, but we're going to take a look at our series history between the Cardinals and the Blue Wave. All-time meeting since 2004. Darien leads that 9-5, but however, the last time these two teams met in Darien's homecoming game last year, Darien fell to the Cardinals 28-20. First time that they lost to the Cardinals since 2007. And we'll take a look at some other memorable moments between these two teams. A lot of state championships between them in recent years. It's always been great. Greenwich rivalry, nothing like last year, Greenwich defeated, of course, Darien, like I mentioned, in that homecoming game. First time since 2007. So Greenwich has definitely had their fair share against the Blue Wave, but in the recent years, Darien's been dominant over this team, but now Greenwich is looking like, I mean, they won last year, and now they're up by 13 this year. So Darien's going to have to come out very fiery, as all these teams are just stretching. Of course, a lot of great stats from that first half. Some notable players. Kim from the Greenwich Cardinals, a lot of great rushes from him. Rocco Grillo, great passes on the Greenwich team. And if, overall, they definitely just led that statistics board.
Absolutely. The rushing game for Greenwich has been really impressive with their 1-2 duo of Kim and Von Velakis as well.
Yeah, Von Velakis and Kim getting the double rushers in there. Von Velakis have seen a lot more receiving this game compared to Ian Kim, who's been mostly on the ground. And going back to Darien, Ben Rolap, a sophomore quarterback in this game. Him and Declan Cunningham usually fill in, but we haven't seen that throughout this first half of play. But we saw a couple errors from Darien and Greenwich. The wet ball, of course, with the pouring rain. But they're going to have to come out into this third quarter fired up. I mean, this is where it all happens. They received that second half kickoff, and this is where it starts after the kick.
It looks like they're going to be needing to get hot early in the second half to be able to come back in this game.
Yeah, Greenwich, of course, they know they have the lead, but still Darien can make any play happen with a snap of a finger. So they know that they can't give up yet, but Darien even knows that they still have to pull out strong. They have to go, and especially in a game like this, Greenwich's homecoming game, they're fired up. I mean, the student section came to this game, and a few faithfuls from Darien making the trip. Of course, watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. I want to give a quick shout out to our DAF Media crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Dalton Moss, Cooper Kelly, James Forrester, Ryan Dahlquist, Leon Chen, and Owen Gluck, and of course our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. Tyler, great first call for you that first half, but see what happens between Darien, of course, getting that second half kickoff, so a lot of implications on the line. If Greenwich can make that big stop, then they're going to look really good for the remainder of this game. And Darian talking it over with head coach Andy Grant, trying to hype up the boys, and they know this is probably going to be the biggest drive of the game so far. Oh, here we go, the Greenwich Cardinals coming on out, the kicking team. And of course, shout out to Greenwich today. Was their Hall of Fame induction ceremony. A lot of great players in that Hall of Fame, notably Steve Young, 49ers legendary quarterback, is in there with plenty of other talent who made the NFL and all around great coaches throughout this Greenwich Cardinals athletics history. As we were just getting underway, Julian Ravina is going to kick this one off. Third quarter just about to start. Ravina's kick is up. Rooney there to make the hauling in. He's going center lane. Flag will be thrown over on the left side of that tackle. So Harry Rooney getting the first look at it for Darien. And we'll take a look at what that flag is ultimately going to be. The referee's going to talk this one over. See, the Blue Wave again talking it over with their coach. And that flag going to go on the Blue Wave. So they'll be moving back after the kick return.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner for our 50-50 raffle.
So here we go. Quarterback Ben Rolap back out there for the Blue Wave. Definitely a flag on that one. False start against Darien, getting very jumpy. Of course, they know the strength of that Greenwich defensive line. And again, they're going to move back 5 yards.
This is a big flag, putting them even further back into their own territory.
And so inching back in their own territory, they have the ball at about the 13-yard line. So first down and 15 for Darien. Rolap going to fake the throw. Hands it off to Tom. Tom will be caught up at about the line of scrimmage. So Tom made it back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Blue Wave. In big need of that explosive play. Rolap in the backfield, faking the handoff to Tom. He looks under pressure, looking for Roche. He can't haul it in. Great coverage there by Greenwich, but Roche trying to use that height and arm length, but can't haul that one in. Nice coverage there by the Cards. Now, Greenwich playing that excellent defensive trend we have seen throughout this whole game. 3rd and 10 for the Blue Wave. Two receivers to his left and right. Rolap. Again, faking the handoff to Tom. Short pass out, getting Luke Caesar. He'll be tripped up, though, by Ian Kim on the defense. So another 3 and out for Darien to start the third quarter. Something you don't want to see if you're Darien. You have to limit these 3 and outs.
That has been a theme recently for the Darien offense, and although they are not looking great, I know that they are trying to get back into this game, but this is going to be through momentum.
Yeah, Luke Caesar there picking that one up. You just saw his season stats. Definitely been a great receiver for Darien. Nice job by our graphics coordinator, Dalton Moss, bringing you that graphic up. Doing a great job today. As again, Anson Sikora will take the punt for the Blue Wave. Flag will be thrown, and another penalty against Darien, being broken down by this Cardinals team. Especially after halftime, you think that these two teams would be talking it over, having some things going well for the Blue Wave, but have to limit the flags if you're Darien. So Brandon August will be the kick receiver for the Cards. Darian getting another look at it again. Bring those receivers out. Never know if we'll get a fake here from Darien, but with their field possession not looking unlikely. Sikora with the punt. Nice kick there. Ball going still in territory. This is going to be picked up by Darien. And Greenwich will get their first offensive pursuit for the second half. The ball will be down at the Darien 48-yard line. And if you're Greenwich, this is where you add the salt to the wound.
One more score here, and we may be looking like this game is coming to an end.
Yeah, Greenwich has definitely a lot of offensive yards this game, but you get another score here. Definitely a big punch for Darien. Here we go, Grillo. He's going to hand it off to Von Velakis, and he'll go down near that first down marker. Darien defense, nothing they could do on that play. Excellent run by George Von Velakis. Ryan Felt credited for the tackle by Darien. Here we go, Rocco Grillo. Darien defense in motion. They're going to play a quick hurry again. Finding an open man is Ryan McBriarty. And that will be good for a Greenwich first down. Oh, excuse me, not the first down. Looked like they already had picked that one up. So that one will be a gain of 6 for Greenwich. So second down and 4 for Greenwich. Grillo. Short pass out. Darien defense there to make the nice tackle. Excellent play there for Darien. Reeling that one in. Generelli there, tackled down by Darien. That was number 26, Ryan O'Malley, on the tackle. Part of that Darien depth amount of linemen. Now here we go, Grillo. Again, finding a man, McBriarty. Excuse me, that was Jake Stefanowicz. Stefanowicz bringing that one in for the Cards, and we'll be close to a first down. Fourth down coming up for Greenwich. And we'll be short of the first down marker. And it looks like we will see Greenwich stay out there on the field. I'm going to try to create some play there in that huddle. This Greenwich team fired up for this fourth down. Again, getting in the QB sneak area. Maybe trying to get Darien offsides, and they will. Offsides on Darien. That was their goal, and they successfully did that. Jumped them offsides. So the ball will be at the Darien 25-yard line. This Cardinals team has never looked better. Darien defense in motion. Grillo. Short pass out. Look for Von Lofkakis. And that one picked up nicely Gavin Gennarelli again on the pickup, that senior wide receiver, a lot of leadership at that position, and he's just looked great all year.
Yet another first down for Greenwich as well.
So Gennarelli bringing it in for the Cardinals. Again, inching towards that goal line. Something we've seen all day from this Greenwich Cardinals team. And play there by Greenwich. Swallowed up at the line of scrimmage was Vomvalakis. So a gain of about 1 or 2 yards for the Cardinals. 2nd down and 8. Jaden Herron getting the stop for Darien, another sophomore for this football team. Vomvalakis in motion. Grillo. Short pass out, evading the Darien defense. They're going to take him down. Getting at about the line of scrimmage. A lot of players over there. Will Barber for Darien. Saw the majority of that tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and 12 for Greenwich. Johnny Fay and Will Barber all over that tackle. And another 3rd down coming up for the Cardinals. So 3rd and 12. Grillo, no one in the backfield. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Vomvalakis in motion. Grillo, short pass out. Almost one hand brought in by Gavin Gennarelli. That would have been a nice highlight reel play right there, but couldn't bring it in with the one hand. So an incomplete pass there for Rocco Grillo. And looks like we'll see the field goal unit coming on in for Greenwich. Julian Ravina, the junior kicker for the Cardinals. Long field goal here. Marking that ball at about the 15-yard line, so look, it'll be a 28-yard field goal. And that one is good, so Greenwich increasing that lead 23-7, and Tyler seeing another field goal. Again, salt to the wound. I mean, not a touchdown, but still adding points to that scoreboard.
I mean, the Greenwich team has really just been doing whatever they'd like to at this point. They've been running down the field, taking time off the clock. We're already down to 5 minutes left in the 3rd. If Darien wants to turn this game around, they're going to have to move quick, and their defense is going to have to get some turnovers.
Yeah, indeed. Darien's going to definitely have to move quick. Of course, time is not in their favor for this game, and Greenwich just has to keep the ball rolling. They know what to do, and they've been doing it well throughout the entirety of this game. Well, the Greenwich team coming out after the nice field goal there from Ravina. And of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Liam Tomaszewski, Tyler Fahey here to bring you all the action. As Greenwich getting ready for the kickoff after the long field goal. That one's up. Rooney gonna haul it in for Darien. Nice run. He's got a center open lane. He's still going. A little tripped up by Greenwich. And he will get that ball. Good field position for the Blue Wave at about the 32, 33-yard line. So here we go. Darien at their own 32-yard line. 1st down and 10. Ben Rolap again out there for Darien. getting ready in that rush. Rolap. He's going to look to throw. Big coverage there, trying to find his target of Connor Lane. And what a great breakdown, Noah Park, bringing that down for the Cardinals defense.
Defense being able to read exactly what the offense wanted to do there and being able to get the deflection. Incomplete pass.
Oh, an incomplete pass there. You see Noah Park's stats, offense and defensive player. But we just saw there on the defense, and that will be flag against Greenwich. So Darian will move the ball up the field. First down and 10 for Darien. At their own 47-yard line, Ben Rolap. And the rest of that Wave offense getting ready. Just under 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the in the third. Rolap gets the snap, looks to his right, finds Caesar open. We'll get about a gain of 6 or 7. Nice play there from the Darien offense, bringing down second down and short.
Picks up about 7 yards. Stopped by Johnny Insiga. Second down and 3 for the Wave.
It'll be a second down and 3 for Darien. We've seen him do well on these short gains this entirety of this game. So here we go. Rolap again, looking out, trying to find Roche, bringing it one-handed. He just deflects that one, and Greenwich will look like we'll pick that ball, and that will be an interception going to the Greenwich defense. Number 5, Noah Park, bringing it in for the Cardinals.
What an incredible pick after the tip from the offense there. Really tough dive for that one.
Yeah, you saw on the replay Roche there trying to bring it in one hand, but his right hand just deflected that one down, and Greenwich always right where they need to be, bringing it in for the pick. And that right there hurts for Darien. Here we're getting their drive going well. And now the defense will be back out for the Blue Wave. So again, Greenwich's Rocco Grillo getting set. Darien playing deep coverage. They're going to hand it off to Bombalakis. He's got an open lane. He keeps going. The 30, the 20, close to the 10, and he will bring it in for the long touchdown score.
An incredibly impressive 65-yard rush there.
George Bombalakis. We've seen the long rushes all year from him. That one will be a season long for him. And what an amazing play from the Cardinals. They knew right what they needed to do, rush it to Bombalakis. We saw him on the receiving end a lot this game. They went to him on the rush, and they capitalized on that one. They go up 29-7. And Darien definitely needing a spark after that one. So Greenwich will kick the PAT. The kick is up, and that one will be good for the Cardinals, going up 30-7, up by 23 points. So Darien needing 3+ scores to try to get back into this one. So their chances at getting back in this game are slipping away. And Greenwich, they're definitely just fired up. Their crowd getting excited for this one. They know they have the grasp on this game. Darien knew it would be tough walking into Cardinal Stadium to face the best team in the FCIAC and in the state of Connecticut. And they have definitely been tested in this one. So getting ready for the kickoff here. Just 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go before quarter 4. So Ravina getting set for the kick. And the kick is up. Rooney again to haul it in for the wave. Bring it closer, and Greenwich playing hard on that special teams. Rooney again going to be swallowed up at about the 28-yard line. And Tyler, do you think Darian's going to make any change on offense here?
I think they're just going to keep trying to move the ball as quick as possible. With the clock running down, I think that they just need to keep trying to get these long passes down the field. And although the run game is what they've been really trying to do, they may need to try to change things up.
We'll see. We've only seen Ben Rolap throughout this entire game. Haven't seen Declan Cunningham at the starting quarterback spot for this game. So interesting play calling decision here late in the third quarter. As Darian will continue their offensive pursuit. Rolap. Fake the throw, handing it off to Tom. Tom's got a nice little lane. And he will get down at almost 35-yard line for a nice gain of about 6. They're going to call it 2nd down and 3 for Darien. Needing to go all out on these last couple of plays. Just trying to get those first downs. Rolap. He's going to be under pressure, going to take it himself, has room up the middle. He's going to the right. Stiff arming close to that first down marker, and he will bring that first down in for Darien. They're going to look, see where they're going to mark it. And that will be a first down, and Darien will move the chains. Rolap taking themselves, something we haven't seen from Rolap, the mobility, but right there took it himself, went to the right, and ran out of bounds at that first down line. Rolap again handing that one off. Again to Tom. So not much gain there, only about 2 yards. So 2nd down and 7 for Darien. Looking for something big here. Rolap again. Under pressure, looking to his right, gets his man for the first down, Will Bonner. So that lone touchdown for Darien in the first quarter. Haven't seen much action from the entirety of the Darien offense since that last touchdown. But again, Darien moving the chains.
They're looking good so far, but they're just going to keep moving this. They're just going to need to keep moving this ball.
So 1st and 10 for Darien. Rolap. He's going to hand it off to Tom again. Nice rush there by Charlie Tom. Haven't seen senior captain Clifton Shelton in the backfield for a while. Tom's been the primary running back. Now Darien choosing to go to that fullback, an interesting decision. Trying to get that bigger strength of Charlie Tom in that backfield. So again, Rolap. He's throwing deep, looking for Roche. And out of reach of Kevin Roche, heavily under pressure. Play action pass attempt there from Darien. Falls incomplete, and they have a big 3rd down coming up. Here we go, Rolap. He's going to fade out to his right, taking it himself. He'll run out of bounds. Short of that first down marker, getting about a gain of 2 or 3. And this Greenwich team getting their fans hyped up. Probably the biggest play Darian has had to face this game so far. 4th down and short. A do-or-die situation for Darien.
They need to convert this if they have any chance in the game.
So a timeout will be taken by head coach Anthony Morello of Greenwich, trying to talk things over before that 4th down. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the DAF Media Network after the timeout. And back here live on the DAF Media Network, 30-7 your score in favor of the Cardinals. They've just been playing dominant. The highlight play for Darien coming up. Roll app getting set. Receivers to his left and right. Caesar in motion. Roll app's going to look. He's got Tom right over the middle, wide open. Charlie Tom, and big 1st down there for Darien.
I like that from Tom. Instead of trying to go get some more yards, just take it. Make sure that you guys get the first. Keep on moving.
So huge there from Darien, converting a 4th down roll app. Again, handing it off to Tom. And he will be tackled down for a loss.
Right side handoff to Tom goes nowhere. Stopped by John Nsinga and McGee.
So again, Ben Rollap and the Blue Wave, 2nd down and 10. Rollap again, looking out. Looking to his right by the sideline. Will Bonner's hauling it in. And that one will be good for a 1st down. Will Bonner, of course, the lone touchdown for the Blue Wave. So seeing a lot of action in this game. So again, roll app. Handing it off to Tom. Seeing a lot of rushing from Darien. Tom going to break a tackle. And he'll get about a nice gain of about 4. So a good of a gain of about 4 yards for Darien. 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Wave. Rollap and Clifton Shelton in the backfield for Darien. Rollap faking a handoff to Shelton, looking out to his left. Heavily under pressure, throwing to Connor Lane. Nice job there trying to avoid the intentional grounding. So he will throw that one away, bringing up a 3rd down and 5. So again, both of these teams just talking about it. Trying to figure out a big play here coming up for Darien. The end of the 3rd quarter. 30-7 your score. And Tyler, what did you see throughout that 3rd quarter?
Well, Greenwich started off well, you know, getting that field goal. But as Darien continues to move down this field, they've been looking good. Now all they need to do is convert. I think that what they've been doing has been working, although it has been taking a good amount of time off of the clock, which they need as much of that as they can get.
And so Darien, only 1 quarter remaining. They will have 12 minutes to try to get back in this game, but 3 scores is a lot to handle. for any high school team. And Darian, of course, talking it over, but they know that this Cardinals team has played some of the best football that in the FCIAC. As again, big play coming up for Darien. 3rd down and 5. As both these teams will, of course, switch sides going into the 4th quarter. Roll lap again with Luke Caesar in the backfield. We've seen him in the backfield this season before with the wide receiver rushes, as he's going to hand it off to Caesar. Toppled down by Greenwich. Nice play there by number 24, Jaden Scott, the outside linebacker. So just another overall great play by the Blue Wave, but another great tackle by Greenwich.
Forcing another 4th and 2 here is going to be big for that Greenwich defense.
So another 4th down. Darien going to try to convert. Obviously, they're going to go for it. Big spot here for the Blue Wave. Roll lap. Looking out to his left, trying to find an open receiver under pressure. Going to take it himself, slides down. So roll lap close to that marker. Greenwich player will go down. The helmet will come off, but great play there by Darien. So Darian will get the 1st down and 10, but we're going to take a quick break on the DAF Media Network. We'll be right back after this. And back here live on the DAF Media Network, 30-7 your score. Darien converting on that 4th and 2. So they will be back out for a 1st down and 10, nearing that red zone. So roll lap. Short toss out to the wide receiver, Luke Caesar. He's got some breathing room. Close again to that 1st down marker. Nice wide receiver rush there from Luke Caesar. A gain of about 8 for Luke Caesar, the senior wide receiver. So bringing down the 2nd down and 2 for Darien.
They're on the 5 here, and a touchdown shot may be coming.
So roll lap. Doesn't have a passing touchdown yet on the season. Hands it off to Luke Caesar. So he will get that 1st down. So Darian will get 1st down and goal. Haven't seen him in the red zone much this game, but here we go. 3 receivers to his right. Roll lap's going to toss it for Tom, but out of the reach. Nice little flick pass there. Roll lap to Tom, but cannot complete. See that little short pass out there, roll lap to Tom. Great coverage there by the Cardinals. So here we go, 2nd down and goal for the Blue Wave. Rolap going to take it himself, close to that goal line, trying to get that ball over, and a touchdown, Darien. Ben Rolap taking it himself. Throws that football right over that line, and Darian, you see, taking another look at, trying to look for an open receiver, took it himself, found that pocket, and he just tackles that ball, throws it right over that line, and a great score there from Darian.
This is what this Darien team has needed, trying to get back into the game.
So another score, Socorro's PAT is good, so 14-30, Darien still down by 16 points, but that deficit definitely going down. There you see Ben Rolap, the sophomore quarterback, bringing the score in for Darien. So if you're Greenwich, you know you just have to keep playing the way you've been playing for Darien. This is the biggest defense right here, and they need to compute. So, Tyler, I mean, if you're Darien, you have a younger defense, but they've been doing well this entire season. Has made some nice stops, of course, and notably in that Fairfield prep game at home, Ben Curtis got a pick-6 to bring in Darien's only touchdown in that game. So this is where you need to play like that.
Of course. I mean, only being down really 2 scores, this is going to be big here. This may be the deciding drive for the rest of the game.
And so Darien needing a big stop. Of course, Greenwich, they know they just have to keep the ball rolling. They might run the football a little bit more to try to eat some of that clock. But knowing Darien's strong defensive line, they'll try to hold and prevent any more scores from Rocco Grillo and the Greenwich offense. Greenwich getting ready to receive the kick. Anson Socorro getting up. Socorro's kick, again, very short. Picked up there by John Insinga. Insignia will run and get a nice field position for the Cardinals. He'll return it to his own 40-yard line. And again, Greenwich just need to eat some clock, continue what they've been doing this entire game, and try to break down this Darien defense.
This drive, we will be seeing a very interesting clash between the great defensive line of Darien and the amazing offensive rushing from Greenwich. It'll be exciting to see.
Grillo. He's going to hand it off, swallowed up. This is the running back. Looked like that was Ian Kim taking that rushing, or excuse me, number 6, George Von Velakis. Kim and Von Velakis switching that time at running back, so no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. Johnny Fay leading that tackle. Wide receiver in motion. Generelli was in motion, getting Von Velakis. Big tackle there from Darien, a statement tackle. That's number 54, Johnny Fay. Reeling in that tackle. Tackling George Von Velakis like his life depended on it. And 3rd down and 16 for Greenwich. No Grillo. Lofting that ball up. Darien with nice coverage. Great coverage there. Number 22, Morgan Rupenstein, one of those veteran cornerbacks in the backfield. And that one will bring up a 4th down for Greenwich. They're going to elect to punt the football, and Darien going to get another offensive look. So Darien still in need of 2 scores. 8:55 left to go. They need to make this drive quick and then get another big stop. So not out of it yet, but Greenwich still looking like they have the upper hand. Punt there. Short punt from Greenwich. That ball going to land down. And Greenwich will down that one. So they will have a first down and 10 look. Big opportunity for them to get again on that scoreboard, but they're still down 2 scores.
It's not quite out of reach, but they're going to need something big to be able to come back from this deficit.
Of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. So a guy could be here to watch this varsity football contest. 30-14 your score. Greenwich having the upper favor against Darien. Luke Caesar going to take the run for Darien. And he'll get a nice gain of about 5 yards.
Right side handoff to Cesare goes for about 7 yards.
Excuse me, Luke Caesar getting about 7 on that play. Really nice job. And second down and 3. Roll lap. Play action pass. Fakes it off to Caesar. Big throw downfield looking for Connor Lane. And Lane almost hauling it in just out of his hands. Heavy coverage there from Noah Park, who had the interception there for the Cardinals. Again, playing really great on that secondary. Lane almost had a shot on that one.
That was going to be a really tough ball to haul in. I'm not surprised that he didn't get that one.
So it'll bring down the third down and short for Darien. 8:07 left to go, in need of a big one. Roll lap. Fakes the handoff to Caesar. Trying to look for an open man. Lofted enough to Bonner, but heavy coverage there by the Cards. So roll lap's going to stay out there, of course, for Darien. Going to try to convert on 4th down. One last look at it. So 4th down and 3. Darien going for it. Big play coming up here. Roll lap and the blue wave. Not many wide receivers out. Roll lap faking it off to, roll lap giving that to Luke Caesar. Great enough for the first down. Great play call in there by the blue wave. And then bring up another Darien first down. We've seen Caesar on the wide receiver rush this entire season, and he brings up a big one for Darien.
He's had quite a few big plays this game, and that's another one of them, getting that big first down that they've been needing.
So big first down for Darien. Roll lap, getting another look at it. He's going to take it himself, sliding down, evading that John Nsinga and the rest of that Greenwich defense. He'll get a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. So roll lap only really getting a yard on that play. Yard or 2, 2nd down and 8 for Darien. Roll lap. Fake stand off to Tom. Pass out, intended target Luke Caesar. That one incomplete. Ian Kim on the heavy coverage. You know, this Greenwich team, they've gelled well so together. I mean, their offense has been dominant, but their defense has also been nothing short of dominant.
That's totally correct. I mean, that was another great play from Ian Kim, on both sides of the ball as well.
So here we go, 3rd down and 8 for Darien. Then roll lap. Hands it off to Caesar again. He's going to be caught up there. Great tackle there. And number 29 for the Cardinals, Sebastian Parra. And only picks up a few yards on that one.
Another big 4th down for Darien here. They're going to need to convert this.
So in need of a conversion. Again, 4th down and 6. Here we go. Roll lap. Fires. He's got Roche. Easy target. Roche going to try to get for a few more, and that ball's loose. But that one falling out of bounds. Roche trying to hold that ball in. Will be knocked out of his hands, but that one rolling right out of bounds. But again, Darian has been great on the 4th down conversion this game. Noah Steele was on the coverage for Greenwich on that last play. And Roche, great target to have if you're Darien. Roll lap again. He looks out. He's going to be taken down. Number 9, Logan Joswiak. Great sack there by Greenwich, and we've seen the strength from this Cardinals defense, and that right there sums it all up.
That was really, really impressive, putting Darien for about a second and 17 here.
So just a really great play there by Greenwich for the sack. And now it's going to be 2nd down here for Darien. Here we go, 2nd down, roll lap. Faking the handoff. Big throw, looking for Caesar, just out of his hands. Flag will be thrown. Blue Wave gonna be happy that one. Looks like that one's gonna go against Greenwich. That one intended for Luke Caesar. So flag thrown on the field.
He may not have caught it, but that late hit saves Darien here.
Well, that one looking like going in the favor of the Blue Wave. So it's going to be holding against Greenwich. So 3rd down for the Blue Wave. 3rd and a little bit. Gonna hand it off to Caesar. He's taken down big by Greenwich. Statement tackle there from the Cardinals, and they know they're holding this Darien team.
Another big 4th down for Darien here, and again, they need to convert. I believe this is a 3rd, 4th down in a row. This is tough.
So Darien's converted on 2 of their 4th downs this drive. Roll lap. He's going to fake the handoff to Caesar. Has some time going downfield for Roche. Tries to bring in the one-handed catch. And that one falls incomplete. Had that at about the 5-yard line. I think that was in his hand at one point. Take another look at it. Double coverage. Trying to use the hyperextend. Had it in his grasp. And that one will probably put the final touches to this Darien Blue Wave team. Greenwich knows they did well on that coverage, doubling the tight end, Kevin Roche. And just an overall great play from the Cardinals. So again, Grillo's going to hand it off. Going to hand that one off to Von Velakis again. So, and for about a short gain. So again, Darien getting set to go. On the defense. looking for that one. Grillo going to fake the throw, handing it off to Von Velakis, and he'll be tackled down about the 40-yard line, close to that first down marker. And Ryan Dahlquist, nice to have you on the call for the latter part of this game.
It's great to be here, Liam. Didn't realize I'd be on the mic this late in this one, but we got ourselves a nice little 30-14 score going into the fourth quarter, and I'm glad to be joining you for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, so Greenwich getting set here. They will get a first down on that one. Von Velakis, of course, one of the great running backs for this Cardinals team. As quarterback Rocco Grillo still staying out there for this team, up by 16 points. They're just going to try to eat some clock. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this contest. And Grillo, he's just going to hand it off to Von Velakis, swallowed up at that line of scrimmage. Another great play there from the Darien defensive line.
Yeah, short gain there for Greenwich, but again, great way to run out some clock here. Get another 40 seconds on that clock before that play clock before their next snap. And with this little left in the game, looks like a good idea there from the coach.
So Greenwich talking about that clock will stop. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. Looks like timeout will be taken. So both these teams just talking it over. Of course, Darien in the depths in this game. Still not mathematically out of it, but with the play clock and looking at the game clock, 3 minutes left to go, definitely not in their favor.
Well, listen, Liam, I'd hardly be discouraged here if I was on the Darien side. I think both these teams definitely played their heart out in this one. Been a bit of a defensive slugfest, a lot of 3-and-outs from each side, definitely a lot of disappointment, but I like the level of play and intensity I've seen from both of these teams, and I think Darien can go home with a lot of lessons, but also proud of themselves for how they stood up to this Greenwich team here.
Of course, Greenwich, the #1 team in the state of Connecticut in the Connecticut Insider rankings and the Class LL rankings as a whole, so played a great game against this team. Of course, Darien showing their true colors, playing such a great game. 2 scores to their name. But again, they really came out and showed in the rain how they're going to face off against top teams in the state. So Rocco Grillo, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. High snap. And Ian Kim goes way back behind that line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by Darian, and he'll get a loss of about 3 yards. So Darian, again, going to take that timeout to try to stop that clock. And head coach Andy Grant going to talk things over, trying to stop that Greenwich team from eating that clock with the rush. So definitely a big opportunity here. 3rd down coming up for the Cards. The Greenwich Cardinals team just going to stay out there, not talking with head coach Anthony Morello, but this Blue Wave team talking a lot of things over, what play they're going to do. I mean, this is a big stop, staying alive in this game. 3rd down and long had after the nice 3 yards back from Kim on a loss. And here we go. Grillo and Kim in the backfield for Greenwich. This Darien defense spread out, playing that cover. Darien on the heavy rush. Grillo's going to hand it off to Kim. He's got some nice space, will be taken down, so nice gain for Kim there, about 5 or 6 yards, but again, short of that 1st down marker. We'll see if they'll go for it on 4th down. So bringing it to his own 45-yard line, Ian Kim. So Darien's going to call their final timeout here, and if you're Darien, this is probably one of the biggest stops in the game.
Yeah, I think you're very right here, Liam. A great little 3-and-out here by Darien. Cardinals, of course, just trying to take some time off that clock with these running plays. Darien playing a very rush-heavy defense, able to put them on their back a little bit now with 5 yards still to go on this 4th down. So let's see if Darien can have a drive going on this one, finish out this defensive stand here, of course, but then maybe drive a little bit, maybe rally this late in the 4th quarter, get some more points on the board.
Indeed it is, and both these teams just talking it over. We'll see if Greenwich will try to go for it on 4th down and 5, or they'll bring out the punt unit. If they do not convert on 4th down, Darien will have possession at about midfield. So still a ways away for Darien to trek that ball to the end zone. As indeed, it looks like the punt team will be coming out for the Cardinals. Darien punt receivers getting ready in the backfield. Darien in need of this late game spark, and this is where it starts. Short snap punt there, sky high. Both teams trying to reel it in. Bonner calling that one off as that ball is just going to keep rolling. And that one will stop rolling at about the 19-yard line. Still tough field position for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, good punt there by Greenwich. Darien starting with somewhat favorable field position here on their own 19-yard line. Definitely going to have to drive a lot late in this one with only 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
And we saw a lot of rushing from Darien. Of course, they're all out of timeouts, so they're going to have to work their clock on their own. But we saw a lot of rushes from them a lot throughout this entire game, but now they're going to have to go for the pass. And knowing Greenwich's pass rush and secondary having been very strong, it's going to be tough for the Blue Wave to try to make those passes. Haven't seen many long passes from Darien throughout this game.
Sure, great point there, Liam, but we also talked a little bit here, especially in the booth, about some of the athletes Darien has on their wide receiver squad. We have, as the likes of Kevin Roach, Connor Lane, some guys who can go deep, go up for those high passes here. We have Rolap who can make those long balls, and then let's see if Darien can make anything out of this potentially final drive.
So one last final stand for Darien. Ben Rolap again, receivers to his left and right. Bonner in motion. Rolap short pass out to Bonner. Going to stiff arm, but taking Bonner down. Ball's going to be loose, but he will be down on the ground. Bonner going to be a little bit caught up on that one. Huge tackle there from the Cardinals. I mean, just everywhere Darien's trying to go, Greenwich is right there to make the tackle.
Darien showing a little hurry-up offense here. That clock is still running.
And again, receivers getting ready. Rolap faking the handoff to Tom. Deep throw to Roche. That one falling incomplete. Almost a late push there from Kevin Roche. Number 1, Nick Aravides, the free safety going down. But Roche has definitely been silent throughout the entirety of this game, still awaiting that touchdown on the season for the highly anticipated junior tight end. So 3rd down and 10 for Darien. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Rolap. He's going to look to his left. Line drive throw off the hands of Darien, and that one going to be picked up by Greenwich. That was number 1, Nick Aravides, the free safety. And just another play to put in the playbook for Greenwich.
And that's just about the worst thing that can happen here for Darien. Out of timeouts now with only 2 minutes left, and they give up a big interception. You can blame that one potentially a little on the elements. Looked like that ball's a little wet, slipped right through the hands there of the Darien receiver, but definitely a tough situation here for the Blue Wave now, and Greenwich looking very comfortable on the field.
And Greenwich indeed comfortable. They've been comfortable throughout the entirety of this game since that Darien score. And it looks like this team just going to try to reel things up. Greenwich knows they're in control of this game, and they have it.
And there's the victory formation by Greenwich. Kneel there by quarterback, and they're just going to let this time clock begin to run out.
Yeah, so Greenwich knows this game is over. Victory formation, as you said. I mean, Darien going up against one of the best teams in the state of Connecticut. They now know what a test it's going to be come state playoff time if they qualify. Now again, just letting that play clock going out. Just taking ahead, looking at next week. Darien last week had the bye with the week 5 bye, and then coming here for the road trip against Greenwich. But they'll be back home next week taking on the Fairfield Ludlow Falcons in their homecoming Saturday afternoon game. So another big FCIAC game for Darien. If they want to stay alive come postseason time, that's going to be another big win for them.
Yeah, sure. Darien coming out here with a big schedule coming up. This, of course, obviously a big game with Greenwich being so highly ranked in the state. And I think both teams, like I said before, you know, the score definitely in favor of Greenwich here, but both teams coming out playing with heart and with a lot of grit, especially in the rain and the cold. And I think both teams have a lot of positives and negatives to take home with them.
So with this time just ticking out, Greenwich going to take the win 30-14. And this one's still in victory formation. They're going to need that one. And Greenwich not necessary to make another play, so this clock will run out. Head coach Anthony Morello signaling them in for the lineup of the handshake, and Greenwich definitely your champions in this contest. No, the defense gelled well and the offense prevailed was the main strategy for Greenwich, and they successfully did that mantra. Darien came into Cardinal Stadium 4-0, had high hopes. Now they fall to 4-1. Now a loss like this can put a little hole in the season, but for Darien, they just have to come out next week is their main goal.
Yeah, exactly, and a little unfortunate showing here. We talked before a little bit about some of the athletes Darien has on this team. You know, 6'8", 225-pound Kevin Roach, a little quiet today, and Darian, yeah, definitely not the result they were hoping for in this one. But they've got a lot of great players, played with a lot of grit, and I don't think this can define the rest of their season, personally.
And so that will do it here from Cardinal Stadium. Greenwich, your victors, 30-14. Want to give a quick shout out to our DAF Media crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds in this game. Dalton Moss, Cooper Kelly, James Foresta, Leon Chen, Owen Gluck, Tyler Fahey, and Ryan. Great to have you on for the last 3 minutes of this game. It was a really great game from the beautiful Cardinal Stadium, but Greenwich, your victors, 30-14. You've watched this game on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. I've been Liam Tomaszewski, and thank you everyone for watching, and have a great rest of your weekend.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.